Wherever we go, the image of thinness is all around us. Whether we're flipping through a magazine, shopping for lingerie, or even sitting around and watching TV. 37% of women who are an acceptable weight are trying to lose weight. And the fashion industry often gets the blame for encouraging eating disorders among young women.
The fashion industry has such a huge impact on females, and especially young girls. And as we all know, there's a lot of young girls who turn to bulimia or anorexia, and it's a huge problem, in my opinion.
Some countries have had enough, India and Israel to name a few, but the real conflict started in Spain.
The new skinny model ban in Madrid is forcing models that are too thin off the catwalk.
But last month, paparazzi in Australia snapped these less than flattering pictures of Banks in a one-piece swimsuit, and the former CoverGirl found herself in the middle of a big, fat scandal. Tabloids ranging from Star Magazine to National Enquirer printed the pictures and dubbed her America's Next Top Model. But Banks, who currently hosts TV's America's Next Top Model and the Tyra Banks Show, fired back with the cover story in this week's People magazine, in which she says, "It was such a strange meanness and rejoicing that people had when thinking that was what my body looked like." Banks also accused tabloids of distorting her weight gain.
The tabloids had said that she was near 200 pounds. She told People magazine that she's 161 pounds, and that since retiring from modeling in 2005, her weight has gone up and down like it does for a lot of women. She's fluctuated between about 148 and 162.
Now, hear what I have to say. And this Thursday on her show, Tyra Banks sets the record straight.
And today I weigh 160 pounds. So that is 10 pounds that I've gained, not 40.
In that pre-recorded episode, she attempts to debunk her own weight rumors and also looks at eating disorders among models and body image, something Banks has done before for her program, even devoting a show in 2005 to disguising herself in a fat suit.
As I walked into the store, I felt a cold stare.
I talked with her then.
You said it was a heartbreaking experience.
Those people are obsessed with you. Those people are obsessed with keeping a thin appearance.
It just was heartbreaking because it was so
dozens of models are being hired for the
Though
big
far
shows.
from 300 pounds she wore in her TV disguise, Tyra herself now feels
Do you think this is a fair ban?
It could be a positive step, but I don't think an outright ban is right, because for the same reason that you can't say that if a designer wanted to do just a plus-size show with models who have an above-average body mass index, there would be a huge storm of controversy if somebody said we can't have models who are oversized on the runway. I think quotas would be a better solution. I think to say that only a certain number of your models can be this thin, just so you're not telling people they can't work just because they're a certain body type. If that's what the designers want again, if that's the way they feel their clothes should look. You can't tell a girl who's 16 that who's naturally that thin, well, we don't want you, you're ugly.
What do you say to the girls out there that look up to Kate Moss and other models similar to her size and say, she's my role model, I'm copying her?
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not trying to say that it's not an important issue. Because certainly, Kate Moss has always been thin, and I don't approve of her habits. She stayed thin for so long, or at least what I expected with the company.
Models strutting her stuff.
Her name is Velvet DeVore, and we've learned she's an American who grew up in Rochester, New York. She's 39 years old and weighs 290 pounds. Velvet lives in Paris and works as a plus-size model and actress, but it's clear that designer Jean-Paul Gaultier chose her for his show to stir up some controversy. The designer was reacting to the recent backlash against skinny models. At Fashion Week in Madrid, models weighing under 110 pounds were banned from the runway. By using velvet, Gaultier seems to be asking, would you prefer seeing this? Velvet was cheered as she strutted her stuff in barely there lingerie and didn't seem to mind being used as a pawn in the fat skinny debate. She told one reporter, quote, even if they were using me as a gimmick factor, there are women who will be touched by what I did. And while Gaultier dressed Velvet in sexy underwear for shock
Unlike
value,
Madrid, the British Fashion Council has decided not to ban models with a body mass index of less than 18.
Is the
assumption
but it encouraged designers to
that
use
you
healthy
are
models
not lesbian,
over the age
that
of
you are
16.
heterosexual.
And this is how some designers at the Fashion Week
So
feel.
you'll have a disproportionate number of images of women athletes
I didn't see any size
with
zeros, and I would
children,
never use a size zero in any of my shows.
boyfriends,
And I
with
think it's
husbands,
just a
to
slightly
clearly
warped
mark themselves as heterosexual.
description given by maybe
Sometimes I've
some
referred to
extremist
that as sort of a
fashion
protective
designer.
camouflage or feminine
And as far as I'm
brag
concerned, I
that
think
women
the
athletes
term
and
itself
coaches
is quite
feel sort of
repulsive.
compelled to monitor in themselves and others. So there's this need to reassure people, I'm an athlete. I may be a great athlete, but don't worry, I'm still a normal woman.
I think it's
That there are more and more images of women athletes that bear alarming
The London Fashion Week is here and it's 7 days of beautiful clothes and beautiful people. However, the beautiful people seem to be causing a stir this year as preparations for the show were overshadowed by the size zero debate. Unlike Madrid, the British Fashion Council has decided not to ban models with a body mass index of less than 18.
Like when women participate in
But it
sports, and what
encouraged
we'll see
designers
is that
to
they
use
are
healthy models
terrific
over the age of
athletes
16.
who are
And this is how some
enormously
designers at the
gifted
Fashion
and
Week feel.
enormously committed to
I think that tonight will be
something
so,
that
I didn't see
many
any
people
size
in this
zeros, and I
country
would
love,
never
and that's
use a
sport.
size zero in any of my shows. And I think it's just a slightly warped description given by people make about it. I mean, freak cases happen in every profession. I mean, look at my girls, they're very healthy. They don't